Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Albert Tam from Download Stylo. Today we are going to do a live session with Creator LMS team. That is CS Sultan. CS Sultan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you? And hello,
Oh,
everyone who have
I'm
joined
good
as
as
well.
well. And you speak a bit louder so that we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
you can tune your volume higher. If the audience find that the volume is too high, they can tune down on their machines.
okay, yeah, I can try that.
Okay, no problem. So let's check who are actually online. There are a few person, Joginda and Sumon, and I believe some are there coming in. Okay, I see Latif from UK, United Kingdom. Latif Mia is also a fellow Bangladeshi for your
Right.
information.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we should actually start talking.
Okay.
And for your information, today's webinar is actually so-called invited, we have invited this Creator LMS team represented by Sultan. Sultan is the marketing manager, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
with the team.
Mhm.
So he has been with us, do a few times of webinar. The first one I think is WP funnels, if I'm not
Right.
wrong. Okay, so all these ecosystem in the WP funnels are all linked together, including this one called Creator LMS.
Right.
So before we actually start, let me do some housekeeping. So guys, if you are hearing us and seeing us in the video and the live, please type your name and tell us where are you from so that we can actually identify who are you and easy to communicate. So before we start, I would like to ask Sultan a few questions for
Hmm.
those who actually do not know him personally. Okay, Sultan, just let the audience knows what is actually your company and who
Hmm.
is the founder and why do you want to start this Creator LMS?
Okay. Thank you. So I'm basically Sultan. I'm the marketing manager, but today I'm representing Creator LMS, which is done by the WP Funnels team. We've been around for a while, about 4.5 years now, and initially we launched a funnel builder, which is WP Funnels, and since then we had a plan of creating a whole ecosystem for creators. So we always had a plan to create an LMS tool ultimately, which would give everything, right? So that's how we started the journey. Our founder is Lincoln Islam, the owner of CodeRex, or we're newly transitioning into a new brand called Lino. So through that, we have multiple brands. One is Rex Team, and WP Funnels is the second brand we have under the same team, right? And so that's the gist about the company. The reason we started Creator LMS had many reasons. Our main goal was always to create an ecosystem. Uh, if you see it this way, that when you have a course builder and then you have a funnel builder and then you have an email automation tool, it's a whole package, right? So that was our goal from the start. And finally, after working for so long, like for Creator LMS, we had invested over 1 year into this. And we came up with a solution after identifying a lot of issues. We went through deep research. We found out different issues people face, and we managed to solve them in this tool. We're confident that this is going to actually make a big difference, specifically for monetization and student engagement.
Yeah, okay. I
Mhm.
believe this what they call LMS system, a learning management system,
Mhm.
is commonly called. So, but a lot of people do not know what is LMS, but actually, it's something that they know of Kajabi or maybe
Right.
Thinkific, those non WordPress solution.
Mhm.
For you guys in the audience side, this is actually a WordPress plugin. So it's actually equivalent to this Kajabi or Thinkific, that kind of course creator. And we know that in our creator kind of scene,
Mhm.
or especially in the AI scene now, right now, we have a problem, a happy problem in the sense that AI help us a lot nowadays, in terms of cost creation, the content wise. So I believe Sultan team also actually use AI in the cost creation, but we will let you know by how Sultan can demo to us how to use AI in their platform.
Right.
So I also know that in this LMS system ecosystem, especially in the WordPress, there are actually a few main players. The first one, of course, is LearnDash. You know, the second one could be maybe Tutor LMS, or the third one is Lifter LMS.
Right.
So those are actually, I would say, very very big competitors, because actually LearnDash, they has been in the market for long. I mean, can be called a pioneer in that sense.
Hmm.
And one thing that stand out from what I researched is that their price is also sky high.
Okay.
So, guys, I think this is a good opportunity, to pick up this LMS system if you are in a what they call a WordPress ecosystem,
Hmm.
and try it out and see whether it actually fit your ecosystem. Because if you're going to buy a Learn Dash, which is actually a pioneer, and it costs you 1,000 hours, so this is only a few hundred for lifetime deal. So without further ado, I would like to invite Sultan to tell us how to use this Creator LMS to make money using our own knowledge,
Hmm.
using our own hosted WordPress platform.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, initially, before I start showing you the tool, let me give you a backstory. All right. Uh, we have a lot of users for WP funnels who are creators or coaches, right? So when we started creating this tool, we actually did a lot of iterations, different designs, different approaches, and when we did that, like every time we were not satisfied, so we had to redo the whole thing at least thrice, right? Because we saw that, let's say I launched a course in Udemy, all right, and I noticed that it had about 400, 500 enrollments in the first 2 or 3 days. That's great, amazing. But even after 2 months of launching the course, only 3 students completed it. So that's something concerning. So that's where we got the concern that, okay, maybe there are not enough features for engaging students. We looked into different tools, and it's true. Most of the tools do not allow you to engage students. So that's one thing we focused on Creator LMS. The second thing we looked into is the monetization. Like if you look at SaaS tools, monthly fees, it stacks up to thousands of dollars in a year, and it's really tough for a single person to live on that, because according to research, I've seen a report from Kajabi themselves that most of the creators, over 60% of them, don't earn more than 100K in a year, and that's like bare minimum to what you're spending. So that's the second issue we saw with monetization. And the tools you talked about, LearnDash, Tutor LMS, Lifter LMS, they're all great. That's true. But one complaint we always get is that they require WooCommerce. And most people don't want to use WooCommerce. And even if you go without WooCommerce, you have to install a lot of add-ons. So that's another area we wanted to solve. So that's basically the three things we can solve with Creator LMS and offer a better solution. So now I'm going to show you how the plugin works. Uh, so, Albert, would you please bring in the screen?
See your screen now. Yes, share.
Okay, that's great. So, as you can see, this is the dashboard of Creator LMS once you install it. We obviously have a free version, but I'm now using the premium one. So you can see that this is the dashboard initially when you enter Creator LMS. The first thing I'll show you is how you can quickly create a course through the whole process. But before I jump into that, there's one thing I want to show you. Once you install Creator LMS, on the left side, you see there's this option called add-ons. If I open that in a new tab, you'll see that this has all of these options: cohorts, Zoom, gamification, community, one-click offer, content protection, AI suite. So these are all part of the same plugin, but we allow people to enable or disable in case they do not need it. For example, not everybody want to have a cohort-based course, so they can disable that if they want to, because once you enable this, these features come up in the menus, or some settings comes up in the course. So if you do not want to use them, you can always disable them or enable them from this window, right? So right now I've enabled all of them because I plan to show you most of it. So yeah. So if I go to courses, here I've created a few courses already, but I'll start from scratch. If I click on add course, this will give me a choice that if I want a self-paced course or do I want to create a cohort-based course. For people who are curious about what is cohort, it's basically a timed course challenge into which we enter a group of people. So let's say I want to add 30 people to this cohort, and they have a limited amount of time to complete the course and submit the reports and win the challenge, right? So that's for cohort. And for self-paced, you just create regular courses, all right? So let me just start with the self-paced one. Once you select that, it will let you start from scratch or generate outline with AI. Now, I know many of you are excited about the AI one, which I will show you, but let me just give you the basics of the course builder first, and then I'll go into that. All right. So you can click on start from scratch and it'll take you to the course builder. So this is our native builder. All right. This is not something where you have a drag and drop for Gutenberg or Elementor. No, this is the native course builder. So it's quite easy. You enter the course title. So let's say uh, my new course. So I'm just adding some dummy content here just to show you. Okay. Then this is the cover photo. I'll just add a photo. Let's say this one. All right. So this is basically the cover information. So if you click on this, it'll go up, and now you can focus on the chapters. So the main part of a lesson of a course is its chapters and its lessons, right? So you initially create chapters. Under the chapters, you create lessons. So I'll just name it chapter one, and then if I click on add content, it'll let me choose what type of lessons I want to add, or if I want to add a quiz or an assignment. So let's start with a video lesson. So if I select this, it'll appear like this in a modal. And here you can select a video. So you have the option to embed one from YouTube or Vimeo, or you can use a local one. So for now, let me just use the local one. uh, in the media library, I do have a video uploaded. So let's use this media. And you can see that now the video is added. So this is now a video lesson. Under that, I can add a title. So my first course, and I can add more text content under this as well. So let's say watch this video and try to implement. Okay. Now, here's the fun part. If you look at this plus, if you click on this, this lets you choose what type of content you want to add. So this is something that's common in the course lesson builder. So any lesson you create, you can add content like this. It makes it super easy. In Gutenberg, it's easy, but not as easy. So this makes it a little bit easier to create the course. So you can choose headlines, you can choose text, bullet points, images. And if you have AI activated, you can generate content with AI. As I said, I'll show that to you in a bit. All right. Once you have a lesson ready, if you're happy with what you have, on the right side, you have more settings. You can set up prerequisites, like, when someone finishes another course, only then they'll get access to this lesson. You can set up prerequisites like that. So if you enable this, you can see that you can choose what type of parameters you want to set. All right. So I don't have any other lessons created under this course. That's why I don't have any option here. But when you have multiple lessons, you can set it up so that, you have to finish the previous lesson to view this lesson. All right. Another option is the drip settings. This is basically you can set up timed viewing of lessons. So let's say you want someone to be able to access one lesson today, but for the second lesson, you want them to come back after 2 days. You can set that up using the drip settings. All right. At the same time, you can choose if you want to make it draft for now or directly publish. I prefer to keep it unpublished. And you can also add resources over here for students to download. So once you're done with that, you save this and you have one lesson ready. So it's as simple as that. And after that, you can add more chapters from the left side. If I click on this, you can see that a chapter is added. I'll just name it chapter 2. And I can add more lessons by clicking on add content, or I can add quiz or assignment. All right. So for now, let's leave it at that. Let me just add a quiz to show you how the quiz builder work, because we have a unique quiz builder. So if I click on content, you can see I can choose quiz by selecting over there. And this will take us to the drag and drop quiz builder. So let's say my first quiz. Okay. So here you'll be adding questions over here and then customizing it using the drag and drop builder on the right side. So I have one question added here. I'll choose what type of question it will be. So let's say if I choose multiple choice and drag it here, I can type the question. What is 1 plus 2? Let's say that's the question. And I can add images, video, or generate an image with AI and place it here, just so case I want to have a reference in the question if I want to. So I'll choose, I'll just offer the options. You can see I can click on plus to add more options or minus to remove that. And once I've given the options, I can choose which is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. If anyone selects this, this will be taken as the right answer. On the right side, you can choose what score this question bears. So let's say if anyone answers it correctly, I want to give 3 or 2 as the score. So I choose 2, right? And I can mark it required. I can choose it as randomized. Basically, it will randomize the options, right? Then I can add more questions. You can have different types of questions, so which is pretty interesting. And on the right side, you also have one thing you see that's called classic and interactive. If you go to interactive, we have some interactive types of quizzes. You can choose a matching game over here. So you can ask them to match the items with the left with the right. So this is a unique thing we have. So in the course quiz, you can add questions like this, and make it interesting for your students. Okay. So once you're ready with the quiz, just click on save, and your quiz is added to the course. So now anyone who go through the course, they will have a quiz to attend to after they complete the lesson. So once you're happy with this, you click on next, and it will take you to the basic settings of the course. You can choose whether you want to make it free or paid. So if you choose as paid, you input the numbers of the price. So let's say I want to give it a regular price 50, at sale price it will be 30. So at this moment, this will be on sale on $30. You can also schedule the sale by choosing this one. You can set up a date range between which this discount will remain. After that, this discount will be removed. Okay, so I'll keep it off for now. Then you can see you can set up capacity if you want to make it fixed for a certain number of students. You can set that up. Uh, then you can see that you can mention the course duration. In courses, if this is a video course, you might want to mention how many hours of videos are included. So you can include over here. You can choose what level of student this is for. It could be for beginners. It could be for experienced experts. You can do all of that. You can customize the slug. So my course, let's say that's the slug, and you can enable it for people to submit reviews. So once you're happy with all of this, you can click on next for the next step, or you can look into the other stuff such as resources. You can add downloadable resources to the whole course. So anybody who enrolls to the course, they can download certain resources. If you add it here, you can also issue certificates for people to, when they complete the course. If you enable this, it will let you choose one of the templates which you can use. So if I click on use this, it lets me customize some part of it. So if you want to change the titles, names, the image of the signature, you can do all of that. And whichever you're happy with, once you're done. So let's say I'll name it certificate 1. There you go. So that's just about it. Your certificate is now on. Anybody who completes the course, they can download this certificate for themselves with the name on it. Okay. You can also look into organize to, assign them different categories and tags in case you want to, have multiple courses and have a course, plethora of courses in your site. So if you have a course archive page, you can have them sorted into categories and tags if you want to. So that's just about the settings of the course. And you click on next, your course building is actually done. Now, this feature is one-click offer. We told you that we have one-click upsell included into Creator LMS. So this is that feature. So you can click on Add Step, and you can choose what step this is. This is an upsell. You can choose an offer page. Basically, you create a page in your website and use that one and assign it over here. So that becomes an upsell offer. You can choose if this is going to be a course or a membership. So that's totally up to you, and you can choose which course you want to offer. So I'll choose this one, let's say. So in this page, what will happen is after they have enrolled to the initial course, they'll be offered in one-click upsell right after. Okay. So you can choose to offer discount to the course, and you can then decide what will happen in the next action. So if I choose final thank you, it means that after accepting or rejecting, people will go to the thank you page, or else I can choose another step if I create it over here. So that's how easily you can set up one-click upsell for your courses. Okay. Next, if I go and I can choose to set up community specifically for this course. So this is the case of a closed community. So anybody who enrolls to this course, you can assign it to a specific community, or you can create a new community for this. So this is a closed community only for people who are enrolled to this course. All right. So I'm enabling this because I'll show you in a bit, and I'll click on next, and that's about it. Your course is ready to be published. You click on published, it's ready. If I click on preview, I can see this is the course I just created. You can see this is the course content, this is the titles and everything, this is the price. People can click on buy now and purchase it. All right, so that's the basic course creation process. Now for monetization, you do not need any add-ons. You can actually set up Stripe and PayPal. So I have enabled Stripe over here. So if I click on buy now, it takes me to the checkout page, and you can say I can choose Stripe or PayPal, right? And this is a simplified checkout page. So you just collect the email, the names, the countries, whichever data you need, and then the customer can choose to pay using Stripe or PayPal. So I have the test mode enabled. That's why this is the text. So I'm going to use the test card to show you by placing an order. And Stripe recently requires you to input the country. So that's why you also need to input country over here and the zip code. There you go. And let's click on complete checkout. And you can see that it took me to the upsell page that I designed. So if I accept this, then it will take me uh, to the thank you page with the order, or if I reject this, I will not get the order. That's totally up to me. This page is something that you have to create separately in your website. I've already created it before, that's why I could assign it. So you can assign any page in your website as an upsell, and over there you just need to use our widgets for accepting or rejecting offer, and it will be created. So I'll just click on this and take me to the thank you page. And you can see that I have now enrolled to the course. I can click to access to your course, get access to the courses that I have enrolled to. I can view the courses. I can join the discussion into the community. I can do all of that. All right. So that's the basic step of using Creator LMS, of creating a course, and the enrollment process. So I've just showed you that. If I go back to the backend, I'll show you some of our special features. The first thing is the gamification. So if I go to gamification over here, you can see that here I can assign rules based on which I'll give points to students. And based on that, I can assign a leaderboard over here. I can assign them badges. I can assign them learner levels. I can even offer rewards based on their points if I want to. So you can do all of that. So let me show you. You can see that this is a past course that I had. I have added some test enrollments. You can see that this is a leaderboard right onto the course page. So anyone who enrolls to this course, they'll be able to see who is leading on the board. So this is based on completion or points or score in quizzes. You can define that on your own. So that's the gamification option you have with Creator LMS. And this is something that always keeps students excited, that all right, I'm one of the top students who's taking this course, or someone else beat me to it, I have to beat him to it in the next attempt. So that's something you can create using this. So this is going to keep people engaged. Other than that, the next highlight feature I want to show you is the community. So the community is still under construction. Basically, this is the current community status. This is based on cohorts or individual courses. So these are closed communities. But we are working on taking inspiration from Circle and Reddit to create an open community, which you guys can manage as a full-on community other than courses. For now, I'm just going to show you how the closed community works. So if I go to a community, you can see this is how the view is. You can make a post over here. You can leave comments under posts. You can also look into the course that's assigned under this community. So if I go there, I can go to the course page directly. So that's how simple the community feature is. And when we launch the full-on community feature, it's going to be pretty much lightweight, and it's going to be easy to navigate. You'll have all these spaces to create. You can create individual groups and add students over there. You can add students from multiple courses or cohorts. That's something that's coming up pretty soon. Okay. Other than that, now let's move on to the interesting feature I talked about, AI. So if I go to courses and click on add new course, and let's say I'm going to choose a self-paced course and generate outline with AI. So if I click on this, it will ask me to give in some instructions on what type of course I want to generate. So I want to create a course on how to launch a product. Let me with outline. Yeah, so this is just a generic text I'm using. You definitely have to give more details so that the AI can work with it. For now, I'm just using this. If I choose this, it's going to take a bit of time, but it will come up with a complete outline for you to choose from. So let's just wait for a few seconds. There you go. So now you can see that this has generated a complete course outline. There's a chapters, there are lessons under the chapters. You can actually view them and see that if you like it. If you do not like it, you can also click on regenerate, or you can edit your prompt. But if you like it, you can just click on accept outline, and this will just import the whole outline into course chapters and lessons. You can see I already have my chapters and lessons created. So that's the initial use of the AI. Now let's look into other stuff. So if I go into a lesson, here I can actually generate content with AI. So let's say generate with AI, and I can give instructions. Help me write a paragraph to identify, to explain. So let's say I'm just giving basic instructions. These are amateur style, but obviously you give more details and they'll get you better results. So based on my instructions, he generated this content. I can regenerate if I want to, and I can accept it if I want to, right? And generate another basic image. For this, I can generate image with AI. So I'll just use a basic text. This might not be of high quality, but if you give more details, it will give you a high quality image. For now, I'm just showing you how it works. The image generation takes more time than the text though. There you go. So it gave me an image. So I can use this selected image and I can place it here. You can see now I have an image, I have text, and all are generated with AI. Obviously, I don't support you creating a complete course with AI. Once you generate, you obviously fix it with your own experience, or else this doesn't add much value, right? So, but that's how easy it is to use AI. I've just generated outlines and I've just created content in my lesson using AI. So it speeded things up a lot for me, right? So that's one of the things that we have highlighted before, that this is one of our best features. For engagement, when we say engagement, we specifically mean keeping students engaged so that they complete their courses, for which we have assigned quizzes. I showed you already the quizzes, I showed you the community, I showed you the gamification. So they usually solve most of the problems, but we are working on more features related to that. Regarding order management, most of you would be asking this question: how do I manage my orders? You can manage your orders here. It has its own cart system. You can see all the details are here. You can create coupons. You can create memberships and sell them as subscriptions, and you can manage your subscriptions over here. So everything is in one place. You don't really need to add multiple tools for this. Uh, in fact, within the courses, you can also set up email automation. Let me show you. If I go here, um, if I click on this, you can see that it lets me define automation for this particular lesson. So if someone completes this lesson, I can send him an email saying that, hey, congratulations on completing the lesson. Here's some extra resources for you since you've completed it. I can set that up, right? So I can define automations within the lessons. And this is a huge thing because students often, go into lessons, finish halfway, and then leave, and they do not complete it. So you can set up automation based on if they're not completing a lesson. You can set up automation based on after they complete a lesson. You can also set this based on the chapters and the completion of the course. And many more automations are coming up, definitely, but you can set this up within Creator LMS. All right. So that's just about most of the features we have, and we are working on a lot more. But I would be open to questions from you guys so that I can show you any feature that I missed. Is there any particular feature you're curious about?
Okay, thank you, Sultan, for a very quick, what I call a first look at the system behind the WordPress. So
Hmm.
personally, I'm quite impressed on what I see right now,
Hmm.
because personally, I think that there is a lot of integration already in the platform,
Right.
because you don't need to buy multiple plugins, especially the community side or maybe some of the cohort side.
Mm.
Because normally most of the system are actually without the community, and you need to have some kind of other plugin or maybe uh, expensive add-on. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
On. So I believe that's why I was said in the beginning, this is kind of a quite a complete system. But of course, it's still a launch. It's
Hmm.
still an initial launch, and I believe you guys can actually make it better as time goes by.
Yeah.
So before we jump into the question by the audience, I have some question. I have list out maybe
Hmm.
5 or 6 questions. Let me just ask you.
Hmm.
I'm not sure whether is it asked in the audience, but never mind. If it's asked, then we can just jump, skip later. Okay,
Right.
number one thing I want to ask is, how do you protect the videos? The
Okay.
video
Oh,
in
have
It's like
a video protection feature inside the tool where it disables the option to download anything from the pages. So when you create a video in a lesson, it is automatically encrypted if you enable that option. I mean, it's an optional thing. Not everybody wants to, but let me show you in the settings. Uh, in the beginning, remember, I actually enabled something in the add-on called content protection. So when you enable this, what this does is that this will make sure that there is no option to download after you right click on a page with a video. So that's the feature we have. So there's no chance of stealing if you don't want it.
okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
Okay. The second question is actually, I mean, of course, WordPress can host our video, but then it will
Mhm.
be very heavy.
Right.
So how do we actually host elsewhere? Maybe offline
Yeah.
to other servers or whatever.
Right now, we allow hosting from YouTube and Vimeo, right? And future, we are working on AWS and many other options. We are obviously looking for users to suggest to us because we have added the most common two that are out there. If there are more, we'd be open to that. I just need people to suggest that in our roadmap. If
I
people can
see.
give it in the ideas, we can work on them. Right.
Yeah, one of them could be like offline storage, like
Okay.
vCloud, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, we can
So
look into that.
of course, there are also people who have their own NAS.
Okay.
So a lot
Yeah,
of people
well,
storage.
those are custom. So we haven't worked on embedding a custom link yet. But if we get enough requests, we will. It's always risky when they do that, you know. So that's why we haven't worked on it yet. So we are just waiting. If people give us input on that, we'll work on the next thing. For now, our immediate next thing we're working on right now is actually community. So if people give us priorities, we can actually move priorities when needed. Right.
Okay, that's cool.
Mhm.
And okay, I saw that we can actually generate certificate for our own courses, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Can we add our own branding
Yes, you
to the
can.
course, up to the certificate?
Yes, yes. In the certificate, you can customize it. I told you that over there, you can change the colors and you can also change the logos in the templates. So you actually can add your own branding over there.
Okay. So the next question I want to ask is actually, what is the AI model you are using behind the scene?
I actually don't know the exact version, but it's uh, our own setup right now. I cannot tell you the exact technical one. I mean, I have to talk with
Okay.
my
But
developer. If you
I
want,
saw the
I
logo is kind of Gemini. I'm not sure because
okay.
that
No,
is
no,
quite.
it's not Gemini or ChatGPT. It's another model. So,
I
but I can answer that later on in the comments if you want. I mean, I just don't know on the top of my head. It's handled by our CTO. You know?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, can we do a white label solution from the WordPress?
It's yet not supported for white level, and I'm not sure if we are going to allow that yet because our main goal is for creators. Agencies are not yet in our priorities. So white label is mainly used by agencies who want to offer this solution to their clients, right? So we haven't yet thought about that. So right now, no, we don't have the white label option.
I see. I think you have to get prepared because more and more
Okay.
people using, then more and more agency would like to make more money out of you.
Okay.
Maybe so called using your white label. So I can read their minds because that's what most agencies will do. And the
Okay.
last question,
Hmm.
I wouldn't say is out of the loop or maybe out of the scope.
Hmm.
There are many WordPress developers, maybe
Hmm.
some of your competitor or your fellow Bangladeshi company. They also do SaaS version of their plugin.
Right.
So I'm not too sure because I'm so tempted that if there is a SaaS version on this LMS,
Hmm.
that is actually very good add-on, that kind of thing. But I just entirely a new question for you guys, or maybe a new opportunity. But it's actually different, it's a different roadmap for you guys because you
Right.
actually heavily in WordPress. But I'm seeing the trend more and more WordPress developer are actually branching out to SaaS version as well,
Hmm.
also keeping the WordPress version live.
Okay. That is debatable stuff, right? I mean, We initially thought of creating a SaaS, but then we decided no. I mean, the SaaS market is so saturated; everybody's launching products there. The WordPress community still lacks similar tools, so we decided to stick with WordPress for now. Uh, it might be something in the future, but for now I don't see an option to go there unless this one is complete. If this one is complete, only then we can go there. This tool is still under getting development, right? It's getting better and better, and once this is complete, then we can think about if we want to go to SaaS or not.
Yeah, that's right. But just something to think on.
Yeah,
Okay,
I get
let's.
it.
I have asked too many questions. Let's the audience ask the question. Okay, let's go up. Okay, the first question by Nitin. Can I
Okay.
sell PDF ebooks here?
Okay, we haven't yet created an option to sell different products. That is something we will work on in WP Funnels. So when we have the whole package ready, so with WP Funnels, you'll have the option to create PDFs and sell them later on. In Creator LMS, it will be focused on the courses. So we haven't yet integrated that. So once that is integrated with WP Funnels fully, that time you will be. At its current stage, no, we cannot do it right now. You can obviously offer the PDF as an attachment into a course, but not directly. Yeah,
I see. Okay, but that would be a good add-on, I believe.
yeah.
Okay. Next, this is by Ngok from Vietnam. Can I use it with Bricks Builder?
Well, actually, we don't have any limitations in the builder in the front end. Like, you can use any page, place our shortcodes, and customize it with the builder. But yes, we are working on the widgets for bricks. Right now, we have support for Elementor and DV. For others, the blocks will widgets for bricks will probably be out in about a week or early 2 weeks. So we are working on creating widgets rather than shortcodes. I know people don't love shortcodes; it's a pain. So you can use bricks as of now with shortcodes, but after that you'll be getting widgets pretty soon. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, next question. Oh, I don't know. Can this guy Ideal Strength and Iron Wolf? I believe it's a company.
Right.
I don't know what's your name. Sorry. Just the question is: Are cost assets saved locally on the WordPress site, or how does it impact the site speed?
Okay. Everything is saved in your own server because this is self-hosted. So your database, it will be saved in your database, right? But it doesn't impact the site speed because the assets are only loaded when you go to the pages. We do not load any asset globally anywhere. So when you enter a certain page of a course, only then the assets of that particular course is loaded. So it doesn't slow your site that much.
But that I beg to differ because
Hmm.
unless your videos are actually hosted in YouTube or maybe some other offsite, if
Hmm.
you host it in your WordPress database, then when the database get blotted, definitely it will slow down the
Well,
speed.
it's just about the video. I know videos are pretty heavy, but
Mm,
if you talk the other content, they're not. So if you talk about whole courses, we have text-based course, video-based course, audio-based course. You can even have Zoom meetings in there. So only the video is the one that we recommend you host externally if possible, because in WordPress it is limited based on the server configuration. If you have a really good server, it will be very fast. But if it's not, if you have the basic server, then uh, hosting self-hosting videos can slow down. Definitely, I understand. So yeah.
okay, everybody knows that because yeah, but then that's why I say you have an option to provide offsite,
Yeah,
storage,
yeah, they
maybe.
can host it on
Yes.
YouTube and Vimeo for now. We can work on more later on.
Okay, the next question by Nitin again. When is Razor Pay up in the Indian
Mhm.
payment gateway integration coming?
Well, we haven't thought of this yet. I mean, it is in our mind. We have listed it in the backlog, but we didn't decide on a date yet for the Razor Pay. Immediately next, we are working on Authorize.net and Molly. Once those are out, then we will again sit and decide what payment gateway to work on. But I think Razor Pay is going to be the next because I'm seeing more people requesting it online. So definitely, but I would recommend whoever is requesting Razor Pay, please go to our roadmap and upvote it because the more vote it gets higher priority.
But you will know because you will see how many Indian buyers are there.
Yeah.
Make an estimate.
Right.
Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, The builder looks smooth. I love to see the preview how it works live on the website. Do you have any live website now? In the,
We haven't implemented it directly, but I'm using local right now. So I showed you the preview of it in local. We haven't set it up in our live site because we are still creating a course on our own. Once the course is ready, it'll go live. But I'll try to prepare a video for it and publish online for you. I'll keep that a note, all right? Uh, w- let's do this. What I'll do is I'll create a video on a live website and publish on YouTube for people to see. I think that's going to be pretty much easy for them.
yeah, another way for you guys, Sultan, is actually create a demo site.
Yeah, we are working on that. Yeah.
Demo
Uh,
site means people can change the content or change
right,
whatever.
right.
Then it's just
Yeah,
a demo.
yeah. We have already taken the initiative. We are working on that. Hopefully, in a week or two, this will be set up. Let's see.
Okay, that's good. Let's move to the next question by Tech Club.
Mhm.
How do you see Creator LMS evolving in the next 2 3 years?
Well, to be honest, being the marketing manager, I see it as the number one tool in 2 years. But uh, I'm not disrespecting any tool. We have a huge plan, developing all the features into something grand. Uh, the UI, you can already see it's simplified than other tools. We have invested 1 year into this. So, of course, the result is out there. So, in 1 or 2 years, we plan to make it into a go to tool for any creator. So anyone who plans to become a digital creator with courses, this will be the number one go-to solution, even competing with SaaS, because SaaS tools are expensive. WordPress is more affordable, and you can get the money at the same time. Why not? So that's what I see about Creator LMS in 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you have forgotten to add on to the audience. There is no commission on your part when the income for the what I call creator, right?
Right, right. There is no commission. You keep all the money.
Yeah, because most of the SaaS they will take 5%, 10%, whatever
Yeah.
percent. Okay, so this is 100% your own money. If you just create your own
No,
cost.
I think Stripe is gonna take a transaction fee, not 100% there, but that's Stripe's stuff. We cannot control that.
That is understood. But then some of the SaaS company they actually using. I mean, they actually take a commission out of your cost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Scott. This question is by Scott Harlow. What gap in the market do you want to solve when creating Creator LMS?
Okay, great question, Scott. I actually told you there are three gaps we found out from the beginning. The number one gap was the engagement. If you want to do engagement activities for different tools, you'll see that you either need an external tool or an add-on within WordPress or externally. Let's say if you're using a SaaS tool, you want to do engagement with email automation, you will need a separate email client. You'll Most of the tools don't have gamification even. So there's a lot of things missing out there in terms of engagement. So that is one of the things we're solving. The second thing is the platform fees that Albert talked about a minute ago. In WordPress, it's easily possible that if you self-host it, you don't need to pay any platform tax. So that's a gap we are trying to solve for creators. As I told you, a stat that if someone is earning less than 100K a year being a creator, you're investing more than what you're earning. So that's just a bare minimum. So uh, if you can keep all your earnings, if you're not giving away $3,000 to other platforms, then you can actually sustain a lot easier, right? $3,000 a month is a lot. So that's the gap we solved with this one as well. So those are the two major gaps. And in WordPress, the gap there is like having too many add-ons. So with Creator LMS, you just saw that I didn't install any add-on. It is just a single plugin. It has everything in it. So that's the gap we have in WordPress.
Yeah, it's nice, actually. So yeah, while we are actually going to other question, let
Hmm.
me interrupt a bit. I will need to put up the giveaway form for them to fill up and
Okay.
participate in the giveaway. So guys, I will just put it in the link. You can put it up and just go and participate. And also, I will project it up in the screen so that you can also look it up from there. Give me 1 minute, 1 second.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's move to our live chat now.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of people there.
Okay, okay. This question by Nitin. What is the cohort feature? So maybe just explain a little bit more.
Okay. Uh, Traditionally, a cohort is when you have a group of people joining in for a certain challenge or maybe a certain course that they can go together. So everybody learns together within a limited time frame. So that is the main concept of a cohort. So here, when you enable cohort, what you do is you create a closed space for a certain number of students. So you define how many students can enroll to this course and be part of this batch. It's similar to like when you go to coaching, right? When students go to coaching, let's say, there are different batches. There is one batch that starts from January. There is another one that starts from, let's say, July or May. So cohorts work like that. So you can have the same course but different group attending at the same time. They have their own leaderboard, they have their own community, and as an instructor you can give them instructions according to what cohorts they're part of. So if someone just started, you give them one instruction, but if someone is has gone through it for 2 months, you can have different sort of instructions in their community. So that's the idea of the cohort right now. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's explained the cohort very well.
Hmm.
I just want to understand a little bit more.
Hmm.
When you say community in this LMS, does it mean that the cohort is part of the community or whatever?
Well, it's actually vice versa. Like you can have a community as part of the cohort or a cohort part of the community. It's totally up to you. Right now, at the current stage, the community is part of a cohort, but the one we're working on right now, that's in progress. It's probably going to be launched pretty soon. In that one, you can create a community and then assign cohorts into that if you want to, or you can do the vice versa there. So it's just interchangeable.
I see. Okay.
Mhm.
So one more question, maybe I have missed out. When you say community, is there any kind of a level of community whether they have to pay to come in or whatever? Because it could be, let's say, for example, you are doing a course,
Mhm.
maybe a course of 20 lessons.
Mhm.
Maybe first 5 lesson is free. So that
Okay.
is a free community.
Okay.
Then after that, if you want to progress further, you have to
Mhm.
pay.
Yeah,
How
well,
does it work?
for that you create closed communities, and you assign it to a membership, and you can sell the membership to give them access to the community. So that's something we are working on. It's still not live. All right, it's going on under testing right now. So how that is going to work is, I don't know if you've seen Circle. Initially, you have an open community, but you can have a lot of closed spaces included there. If people go there, they have to pay for the membership to access this community, and in that community you can assign them individual courses that only those people will get. So you handle that with membership subscriptions. That's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, it can look very messy in that sense if you don't link it up properly.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, bravely ask, how about Creator LMS affect our website performance? I mean, compare with other plugin similar to Creator LMS.
Well, if you talk about WordPress, all other plugins I know for LMS, none of them are standalone. Like they all need WooCommerce, and the moment you install WooCommerce, the website gets heavy, bloated. And in Creator LMS, you don't need that. So we have tested site speeds many times. We have dedicated team to test that, and we've seen it's like negligible. We didn't see much difference. Like the speed didn't get affected too much. In some pages, it will when you add rules, like for the course pages. If you have rules that if someone enrolls, they'll be added to the community. So after the query is triggered, it takes a bit more time because queries run in the backend. But the overall page speed doesn't get affected for this.
Yeah, I believe so because I think, as usual, I will say that make sure that your video is off the same database site
Hmm.
and make sure everything is lightweight,
Right.
and make sure that it's a dedicated so-called hoster,
Hosting.
Don't put
Right.
all your courses in the same hoster, I mean all your website in the same hoster, it will jam up everything, that kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, Joginda, you're asking, can we add the max question that require showing formulas, or we need to add images to show formula? Oh, that's a good question.
Okay. This is an interesting stuff. I mean, I don't think we have added any feature to show formula. Right now, you can add features, images for that for sure. but it's an interesting use case. I would recommend you add suggest it in our roadmap. Then we can look into this further. We would require an example from you to see what you're planning for this.
Okay, that brings me to another aspect of it.
Hmm.
Is it possible to do a live session in the community or in the course itself? Because sometimes, let's say for example, you have a course, let's say 10 lesson course,
Hmm.
maybe one or two lesson is actually live with the tutor or maybe with the presenter and
Hmm.
with all a group of all the student, a cohort.
Okay, yeah, that's what I missed in the cohort. Is that one specialty of cohort is that there you can integrate it with Zoom, and host live sessions in there as well. So in the cohort and in the community, you can use Zoom to host live sessions. I have already connected Zoom in my one, but in your case, you can connect Zoom with the API, and then you can assign it to community or a cohort to host a live session.
Oh, that's cool. Is there any other so-called API
Well, right
available?
now, Zoom is the only one. We will wait for people to suggest us. If they require other one, we will look into that. Obviously, I mean, us like in WB Files, we rely heavily on what people ask for besides our own innovation. Like we have our own innovation, but we also prioritize what people want.
Yes.
So I would really want people to let us know that okay, this is the type of thing I need. Then we can look into that. For now,
Yeah.
Zoom is the most logical one we had, so went ahead and did that.
I mean, what I can think of are the big players like Google Meet or
Hmm.
Microsoft meetings, that kind of thing.
Google Meet is already in our roadmap. I'm not sure about Microsoft. I need to look into that.
Like, Microsoft Teams are not bad actually. Only thing that you have to have their account
No,
to work.
we did use Microsoft Teams, but we had to move away due to some limitations. But yeah,
I
it's not
see.
that bad. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Latif Mia from UK asks, does it support XAPI and SCORM standard? I don't know
Uh,
what standard is that actually.
At the moment, no, we don't have this. SCORM is in our roadmap. It's due to be released within. I mean, it's very soon. It's part of the ongoing roadmap. So SCORM will be released pretty soon. XAPI, I need to look into that. I'm not familiar with that. I'm sorry, but my CTO is. I'm sure that's something we're going to work on as well. I've seen that term in our backlog, but I am not familiar with it. So this is something that will be worked on, XCPI and SCORM, and we'll also work on having an API to embed courses in external platforms if needed. So that's a work in progress.
Mhm. Okay, that's nice. Okay, Brenda Redding, are we focusing mainly on solo creator or will larger enterprise also add benefit?
Okay, it totally depends on the use case. If you talk about enterprises who are creating courses, then yeah, you will get benefited. But if your goal is to have certifications in terms of regulations, like there are legal regulations involved, then our one is not optimized for that, because when you have that, you need to have validity checks and integrations with validity sites and everything. Those things are not here. So those type of enterprises may not benefit from us. But if you're talking about an enterprise who's going to be a whole course business itself, yes, they will get benefited. And no, we're not focusing on solo creators only. Uh, we're focusing on creators and any team or people who wants to be creators, they can, right?
But I guess those enterprise solution will actually go for SaaS, most of them.
Yeah, mostly SaaS tools have those. Uh, WordPress has a lot of limitations there because, as I told you, the very validation checks, those are very limited and possible right now. So we need to look into that, but we haven't focused on that area yet.
Yeah, because I mean, when you come into those solution, then for example, Moodle and all the SaaS solution, then you have
Mhm.
to think about a privacy concern and privacy
Right,
law, GDPR, that kind of thing.
right, right.
Okay, let's move to the next question by Nitin. Can we insert, like, say, call to action in WordPress article or sidebar that leads to cost page?
This is not something we have included in the tool. You can obviously use a link and place it on the sidebar. WordPress has a default option for that in most of the themes, but it's not something from within the tool. No.
There are a lot of other plugins.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's nice to have, but then
Yeah.
it's not a core feature of this.
Right.
Okay, move to the next question. Please consider adding community to lower tiers. Yeah, I believe this is what many people are so-called complaining because They want it in the lowest tier as well. Many business owner, non-agency don't need a large number of site licenses, but benefit from the community features.
Well, this is something we did discuss a couple of times. We're not yet sure how to handle this, but we will, look into this. I'll definitely put it forward to the team that about this one. Obviously, uh, I understand that most of you don't need unlimited sites. I have no disagreement there, but I still need to communicate with the team and see how we can proceed with that, because I'm not the only one who makes the decisions. But I'll try to communicate with the team and see what's possible.
Maybe Sultan, I can tell you what is the motivation behind. Your boss Islam will say money is the motivator. I mean, it's $400 and what the first is 199, right? The first
Yeah,
99 or 199. The
yeah.
first
It's the starter one is 199, second one's 399, and then
yeah,
it's 799, right?
that's correct. I mean, it is the money. So because this is a is a WordPress solution, pay
Hmm.
once and use it for life.
Right,
And because if we give it away, the community or cohort feature in the very low what you call starter plan,
right,
then there's no meat.
right.
Okay, I mean, this is something that you have to think about, But
Yeah,
I believe, is everybody want everything in a low cost, but then we also
yeah.
must know that if it's, if something is too cheap, too nice, too good to be true, better
Right.
run. Okay, how do you plan to compete with the SaaS giant like Teachable, Kajabi, and Thinkific? Yeah, this is initially we're talking about.
Well, as I said, initially we're not competing with SaaS platforms directly. Indirectly, we are. The main competition right now is the transaction fees. The SaaS tools have huge transaction fees and monthly fees, obviously. Our pricing plans are going to be a lot lower. Like after the LTD period is over, we are going to introduce annual plans, and annual plans are going to be much more cost effective compared to the monthly fees you pay to SaaS tools. So in terms of price, will be definitely a big competitor there. In terms of features, I think there's a lot of areas we're already ahead in a few things. For example, the engagement features, you'll see that like for example, Udemy newly introduced engagement features, but that is something we have already developed in our tool. So uh, that's one thing we're already ahead of most of the tools. The built-in email automation with Mailmint, and funnel building with WP Funnels, and also the built-in upsell I just showed you today, those things are already an advantage to us. So I think we're already competing with them to some level, but we are not going out for a direct competition yet. Uh, Hopefully, after a month, we will be, once we have all the features in the top tier. Like once the whole community feature is released, we'll be one of the top competitors for most of them already. So I know I don't want to be overconfident, but I think we are already on par in most of the things there.
Okay, so then I have a suggestion. Why don't you go into the
Mhm.
pricing page and tell us the difference between the different tiers so that the audience might not have a better idea.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll just pull up the pricing page. Give me a second. Okay, so in the pricing page for Creator LMS, you'll see we have three plans. Um, there's the starter plan with 199.99. So we have actually given all the details here, but let me just point out: you get AI suite with 9 million tokens and 50 image generations, Open AI and Anthropic models for
Oh,
AI.
that's a model, that's the two model you're talking about.
Yeah, so those are
And
the models. Yeah, I mean there are more technical terms there that I heard, so that's why I got confused. But yeah, these are the names. Then you get gamification in the starter plan. You get advanced analytics, memberships, and subscriptions. So these are the basic features you get for starter. I mean, to get started, I think these are all you need to sell your courses. Uh, if you look into the growth plan, that is when you actually have formed some reputation with your courses. Then you need advanced features. So in that case, you will need cohorts, one-click offer, content protection. So the content protection is not part of the starter plan. It starts from the growth plan. So those are the specialties of the growth plan. The reason for you to upgrade from starter to growth is to have content protection, one-click offers, and cohorts. Everything else is pretty much there in the starter plan, right? And you also get more tokens in the growth plan. And if you look into the business plan, again for AI, you have a lot more tokens. And the additional feature you see here is the community. So the community is going to be a full-fledged community. So it's going to be a huge feature in itself. So the business plan also has the number of sites as the difference. So in the starter, you can see it just has one site. In the growth, it has 10 sites, but in the business, you get unlimited sites. So if you look at the value spectrum, the business actually offers a lot more value uh, in terms of what you're getting. The growth plan gives you just enough when you start growing, and the starter plan gives you just enough when you're just starting out, or have started for a small time ago. So that's the distribution of features in all of the plans.
Yes. So then just
Hmm.
now some audience actually asking,
Hmm.
they want to have what I call cohort or community in a
Hmm.
lower plan. I
Okay.
have an idea. Maybe you just meet in between, create
Hmm.
more tiers. Could be one way. The
Hmm.
other way is actually, let's say, for example, in the starter plan, they want a cohort
Okay.
feature. Maybe they just buy an add-on one time
Okay.
add-on. Maybe another $100 or something like that. I
Okay.
mean, that will solve a lot of issue, because instead of buying 399, they buy 199, maybe $50 or maybe $100.
Hmm.
Then they save a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody
I
have.
mean, that's a great idea. I'll definitely present it to the team. If it's possible, we can look into that. Let's see.
But my thinking is also different because
Hmm.
if you can have one successful course
Right.
with paying customer of maybe 50 or so on a
Hmm.
monthly basis for a year,
Hmm.
you have to use business plan.
Right.
You already make enough money, that kind of thing. One course will make you 799, I think
Right.
so.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's the initial resistance, initial
Well,
hurdle
it
for
actually depends on the person who's creating the course, right? I mean, if you're not putting effort in it, it's not going to sell. So if
Mm.
you actually sell it, you're going to make 10 times more than what you're actually paying for the tools. So that's the idea over here.
Okay, let's move to the next question. Briefly is
Yeah.
asking, can we increase the limit later? I
The
believe
limit
maybe he's talking about
upgrading.
after the launch. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you,
maybe.
you can upgrade the plans as long as the lifetime plans are available on the sites. So yeah, you can.
Okay. So are you going to do a permanent lifetime deal? I mean, maybe in later part is increased price, just
We,
like
we we haven't yet decided that. I mean, we usually prefer annual plans because of building MRR. Because without MRR, how can we sustain for all our customers, right? But we haven't yet finalized the decision on the LT lifetime plans, right? Like for WP funnels, we waited 1 year to remove that. For MailMint, we also waited a long time to remove that. So for this one, we will also probably wait a few months before we remove that. But it's not yet decided. Right.
yeah, it's fair enough. 1 year should be good enough for you to whether you want to go into full speed or maybe just
Right.
abandon. That kind. I mean, I'm talking about the buyer side.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, briefly ask again. Do you support webhook?
It's one of the features planned, but we haven't worked on it yet. So I understand many people are asking for Wavebooks mainly for automation tools. So yeah, we will look into that. Let's see.
Okay, Ryan. Ryan is asking, is the AI token one time or will renew annually? Is
This
it
is
one time?
gonna. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that. It should renew annually. It's not a one-time token. No.
Yeah. Okay, good. I mean, it's actually renew annually.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question is cool to see upsell option included. That's good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, can I use my local country payment gateway?
Uh,
Vietnam, this Vietnam.
Right now, no. I mean, we just have Stripe and PayPal. If you think this is a payment gateway many people will use, you can request it, and maybe we can work on it in the future. Right now, no. Yeah,
Okay, Stephen Jones is asking for the roadmap. Maybe you can show us a roadmap.
yeah, we have the roadmap. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is the roadmap right now. We are working. on TV integration, gamification. Molly is being tested. Uh, we have authorized .NET in line, events within community, Google Meet integration. Yes, that's in the roadmap. Advanced analytics. We'll give more behavior-based analytics right now. Right now, we have the advanced analytics for sales. We are working on affiliate WP integration uh, and AI generation quizzes. So right now, the quizzes cannot be generated with AI. We're working on that. Content that you can lock or unlock. So these are the immediate next features we are working on. The community is over there. So all of these are being worked on. Obviously, the backlog is not visible in this page, but our backlog is packed with a lot of features. So we haven't pulled them yet because we actually pull them one by one. Once one of them is put to next, we then add one to the future. So these are the immediate ones we'll be working on. You can visit this page by going to our website, get help, and check out Creator LMS roadmap.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's see the next question. So this is a request. I think it would be great if your first package or the starter plan can include content protection.
Yes, definitely content production is very important, but it is given in the growth plan because once you grow to a certain level, that's when you start getting concerned that people are going to copy my content. So I think it's a fair deal to say that once you earn enough money, you can afford to go to the growth plan, right? I mean, what I mean is that let's say you create a course, you start it out. Once you start selling, you make money. So I think investing in a tool for growth wouldn't be that much of a problem. But I understand it's a suggestion. I will try to talk with the team and see if they have a different idea and if they can include it in the plan.
But actually, nowadays it's very difficult to protect any. I mean, you can have a protected video, cannot download, but I can actually screen record
Yeah.
the whole session as well. So it's a matter of how hard up you want that kind of a video. Okay, I mean just for information. Okay,
Allowed
next question
to.
is: does the AI setting allow to bring your own key and model selection?
No, right now it doesn't. We just have our own model right now.
But I think soon everybody will have very cheap
Hmm.
free free token from most of the AI suppliers.
Hmm.
I mean, look at Gemini and ChatGPT; they are almost free. So the only thing
Right.
that certain things they are already holding back. But as the competition get more keen, I mean, we can expect that is something like very cheap. So I don't
Yeah.
see a problem at the moment. Even though I don't use your built-in AI, I mean,
Hmm.
you can actually use a free ChatGPT or
Right.
maybe whatever Gemini, that kind of things.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all available.
Sujam Mahmud. The question is: will Creator LMS integrate with popular CRM automation or Zapier Make in the future?
This is, I think we will integrate with a few popular automation tools, but it's going to be probably after a month or two. We haven't started working on this immediately. Right now, we have Mailmin to handle all of those right now. So you can explore that option. For other CRMs, we will look into which ones we can integrate maybe after a month. It's not something we plan to do during the deal period.
Okay. Okay. Mary Crook.
Okay.
Do you plan to expand AI capability beyond cost outline and quiz generation?
It depends on the use case. Like you can generate content, you'll be able to generate images and text in the lessons. So, is there any other use case that might be there? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think she's referring to video generation. If that's something, I don't think we can because VO3 is quite expensive. So, you know, and limited also.
Give it a year,
Yeah.
everybody can make a video without without internet. Okay, that's beside the point. Can you sell digital product? Does it handle dynamic sales tag based on buyer location?
Okay, for the digital products, I think I answered that. We will be setting that up with WP funnels. Within Creator LMS, we don't have that option for digital products. You just sell courses with Creator LMS. For the dynamic sales tax, you actually have to define the tax rates in the settings. You can define those, and based on that, it will handle the taxes in the course sales.
How do you do that? I mean, how do you? I mean,
The
you when
taxes is similar to WooCommerce. Like in WooCommerce, you saw that there's a tax table. So here also you can define the tax table that in this country, this is the tax rate. So when person selects the country in the checkout page, the tax will be applied to that automatically.
okay, okay, similar to WooCommerce. Okay,
Right, right.
that's fine. I like the native automation feature. Okay,
Okay, that's great.
okay. Joginder say this is looks like a complete solution. Yes, almost complete.
Almost. Yeah, it needs a bit more work. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this is video hosting. No, they want it to be in Gimlet, Wadu TV, custom embed, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for suggesting. We'll look into that for sure.
Ted Clark come back and ask how flexible is Creator LMS for handling membership bundles and recurring subscription.
It's already full fledged for memberships and recurring subscriptions. It's handled with Stripe and PayPal. So when you connect those and you sell a subscription, the subscription is set to recurring. Then Stripe automatically makes the charge in the recurring dates. As for the bundles, it's a work in progress. We need a bit more time with that. Once that is ready, it's going to be same as when you use any e-commerce tool to bundle up different courses. It's going to be the same process.
But I see, I mean, in
Hmm.
terms of payment,
Hmm.
the, the most problematic area is actually recurring payment because of
Okay.
maybe some tax law or maybe some country restriction, and
Hmm.
also because of notorious PayPal strike uh, requirement. A lot of people bump into issues after issues, you know. But I
Okay.
mean that is to be expected, you know. So it's not
Well, we
what.
have actually made sure that as per the current updates they have, it's all met. So right now they won't you won't face any issues with subscriptions unless they make changes to their systems. So that's not something we can control. But
Mhm,
whatever they have allowed, we have already made sure that it's working properly. We have tested it, so you shouldn't face any issues at the moment.
mhm. Yeah, the another thing is the refund. Okay, you know
Yeah,
what I mean, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
when the
understand.
refund cycle start, a lot of issue come back, you know. That kind of
Yeah,
thing. Okay,
we deal
that's
with that more often than not.
okay. If
So,
your target audience is creator, why restrict the community feature on higher site plan?
The decision was not because targeting agencies. It's about the requirement of the feature. Like, if you ask me from a user perspective, community is something not everybody can handle. You need to have a lot of experience, and then you can handle the community. So, the way I saw this is that at first, when you start out as a creator, you don't want to think about cohorts or community. You want to think about how I can launch my course and get some reviews from people. So that's the starter plan. And then once you start getting good amount of reviews, you create multiple courses. That's when you want to grow. So you want to create cohorts, gamification, and everything. So that's why you think about the growth plan. And once you see that, okay, I'm getting a lot of students on a regular basis, that's when you can think of a community. I understand there's a different sales process as well, that you first populate a community and then sell your courses. There is a process like that. But that's something that works most of the time when you have a good authority or a good level of influence, right? I understand the person who's asking, he probably has a very good amount of influence. But I mean, that was the reason behind our decision to put it on the higher tier. But as I said, we will discuss with the team to see what we can do to make a difference, because most of you don't probably don't need the unlimited sites. So we need to think about what we can do about that. So yeah, we will give you an update pretty soon on that.
Okay, that's good. Mary Crook come back and ask, are they built-in affiliate or referral feature plan for course creator?
So far, we haven't worked on a plan for that. We are integrating with affiliate WP for now, but maybe down the line we will, because most course creators allow that in the SaaS platforms. So maybe we can also look into that. But managing affiliates is a whole new spectrum. So it's not something we can do really soon. I think it's going to take some time to look into that.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is, are the PDF course resources also protected? For example, can we add under a specific watermark to discourage user from sharing assets with others?
Okay, this is something we haven't created yet. It's Part of our plan in the future to assign watermarks into PDFs. But there is some barriers we face that not everybody assigns just PDFs. Some people adds videos, some people adds other types of files. So it's something we are planning still. I mean, this is not yet built right now.
Okay. This question is by Latif Mia. He asked, does Creator LMS support H5P?
Okay, it's one of the features in our roadmap. It's not yet there. I know the use of H5P is pretty interesting. You load questions in between the videos, so that's something we will give definitely. It's part of our roadmap, right?
Okay. Arnold is asking, is the live still going on? Of course, we haven't completed almost, So, how many lesson type are supported currently?
Yeah, you get text type, video type, and uh, audio type. These three types of lessons are supported right now.
Okay. Next one is, can LMS create LMS handle global payment and multiple currency easily?
Oh, it at the moment, no. We haven't made support for multi-currency right now. It we right now you can only get Stripe and PayPal, so that's something we will work on in the future.
Okay. Please consider add-on pricing for the additional features that are limited to the business plan, a community cohort, one-click offer, content protection for smaller plan. No need
I
for
think
unlimited site. Yeah, I
okay.
say always give them an add-on, a small price.
No, I definitely understand. As I said, I will definitely discuss with the team about this because it's a serious concern for everybody. So yeah,
Okay, Brenda, give you a compliment. Thanks. This is a nice too.
thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much.
Okay, Joginda asks, is there any minimum server specification required? Do I need a VPS or can it run on share hosting for small courses?
It should work on shared hosting for small courses. If you're planning to host videos, then I don't think it's gonna be a good idea. But for now, you don't need a VPS for that. You can use shared hosting if you're just creating small courses. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, as you grow, you have to scale.
yeah.
Okay. For India, UPI can add a lot of value.
That's a payment gateway, right?
I'm not sure. Joginda, just can you please clarify? I'm not sure. Okay, so appreciate your time. Okay, this is ideal
No,
strength. And
it's totally fine, and I really appreciate you joining in. To be honest, you asked a lot of questions that really helped us.
okay, Arnold, teachable is of costly. Of course, that's why this
Yeah.
is one of the possible alternative. Okay. Fluent plugin, this question by Nitin, sorry. Fluent plugin give all feature on all tiers and all updates for life.
Okay, all updates for life is included, but I think their Fluent plugins have different features. I think he's talking about Fluent Community. So if you look into the course builder, it's just the basic. So we have a complete different spectrum over here to work with. So we do not directly compare the whole plugin. You can compare the community definitely, but the other features are not really directly comparable.
The importance are, I mean, their importance are slightly different from yours, right?
Right? Yeah, quite different. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Arnold is asking one more question as we can we create multiple pricing like subscription like Udemy pay once and get limited cost access or bundle pricing, etc.
You can create subscription, but the one you told about Udemy, as I understand, that's not yet built. He's talking about pay once, get limited course access, so a part of the course, and the bundle pricing. These are still something we haven't worked on yet. No,
Not too difficult, I think, because I mean it's just
no,
some
it's not.
tier.
We just haven't prioritized it yet. Just all.
Okay, Stephen Jones, thanks. I say my old friend about your tools. Yeah, ask them to buy it,
Thank,
please.
thank you, thank you.
Okay, Arnold asks, Creator LMS is a very new product. I know the team behind is not, but I feel developing new features. polishing already existed should be fast. Otherwise, we as a user will be falling behind.
Definitely. We are very fast in polishing our tools. If you have followed our previous launches, when we launched WP Funnels, we have actually launched about 15 improvements in just about 10 days. So we are pretty fast in that regard. We can tell you that. So if you notice anything that you think needs improvements, let us know. We'll be very fast about it for sure.
Okay, so we have come to almost the end of the session.
Okay.
Three more questions. Mizano is asking, does it support cohort-based courses?
Yes, you create code-based courses. In the growth plan, you get the code option.
Yeah, I believe he didn't come in earlier, so that's why he missed that. Okay, Kabir Hussein, can I schedule lesson with drip content? Yeah, this also.
Yes.
Okay, this is the UPI is explanation. UPI is the government-backed payment gateway of India.
Okay. Yeah, I think I heard of it before, but I haven't used it. So we need to look into this. These things will depend on how much they allow us to, integrate. So, a lot of payment gateways don't allow that. So we need to look into how this works. In fact, I think the issue with Razorpay we will face is that if we develop it, the one-click upsell thing will be a barrier because Razorpay doesn't allow tokenization for that. So we have some challenges coming up there. So yeah,
But sometimes the government also don't like this kind of one click upsell thing.
yeah,
That's why they block. I mean, it's to protect the consumer, that are so called, protect the consumer.
yeah,
But creator seller likes it, who don't
yeah.
like more. Okay, I think we have another question coming in.
hmm
Gulam, can student upload their work inside the platform?
Yeah, if you assign assignments, then you can allow students to submit their work in the platform. Yes. Also, they can submit it in communities if you, include them into community. Yeah.
Okay, I think we have come to the end of the question unless you have more. So let me do my work to transfer the name of those people who's what they call participated in the giveaway. I will share my screen shortly. In the
hmm
meantime, Sultan, you can just talk to them while I'm doing some backend work here.
Okay. All right. So, all right, guys. There is one thing I would definitely like to let you guys know that apart from giveaways in this community, we are hosting a campaign of giving away a prize, not the licenses. I'm talking about a genuine creator prize. If you visit our website today, you'll see that we are running a viral campaign for you to reshare, earn points, and earn a creator's kit. So it will be a microphone and some other additional freebies you can get from us. So go ahead and I think you guys can join the contest. Reshare it, share it with your friends. The more points you get a chance to win the rewards. So that's something you can look into in our website, right? And another thing I'll definitely want to share with you is that with Creator LMS, we do have a long-term goal of becoming one of the top solutions, and we definitely need your help in that. So anybody has any suggestions, just come up with that, uh, share with us. You can reach our support, or you can suggest it in the roadmap. We'll be very open to that. We have always prioritized user suggestions when making decisions. So we definitely want you guys to give us input in there, right? Okay,
Okay.
so that's just about it.
Okay, let me share my screen first. Hold on.
hmm
Okay, you don't allow me to share my screen. I do not know why.
Should I stop sharing? Okay, I stopped my sharing. Can you try now?
Yeah, there is some. It's actually some Google thing, So
Okay.
okay, doesn't matter. Let me see how I could go around it. Let me try again. Oh yeah, I can now. Hold on. Okay, can you guys see the views of name? Yes, right?
I think the names are not there yet.
Okay, hold on. I have to get my order spreadsheet. Okay, so the names are here. So can you see the name, Sultan?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone can
Okay,
see, I guess.
let's see. There are 20 entries. Let me check whether some of them are repeated because sometimes people fill in the form two times.
Right.
Okay, looks good. Okay, let me shuffle. And we have five prices. One is three prices for starter plan and two prices for the growth plan. So
Mhm.
one is one side. The first one is a one side plan. The other one is a 10 side plan. So for your information, everybody knows, you have to ask at least one question and interact with the audience or the speaker in order to win. So for those who have been chosen by the computer, please type your name in the comment so that we can actually award this prize to you. And we will do an announcement later in our Facebook group when everything is settled. Okay,
Mhm.
let's do the spin. Sultan, is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
Okay, let's move. The first will be three starter plan. Oh,
Oh,
okay. No, the leaderboard comes the other way, but then the name come out different. Okay,
yeah.
Muhammad Sulman Islam. I hope you are there. Never mind. I'll just remove your name first. The name is here. Just please type your name to in order to claim your prize. Okay, let's move to the next one.
Hmm.
Hold on. Let me put some sound.
Okay.
Drum roll. Okay, when reshuffle, the second group starter plan is very good. Okay,
Okay.
Mary,
All right.
please put your name in the chat so that you can claim the prize. Let's remove your name first. So shuffle again. The last starter plan will go to Mary.
Hey, congrats.
Okay, congratulations. The three-person here. If you see your name here, Muhammad Suman Islam, Mary Krug, and Bravely, please type your name in the chat so that we know you are present. And I believe three of you have asked question and also interact with us.
Right.
So very important, type your name. Don't say I want, thank you, and everything. That's not important. Most important, type your name as it appear in the screen. Okay, let's do the last two prizes. That is actually the growth plan, 10 site. So let's see who are the lucky winner. Let's shuffle. Oh, Scott,
Scott. Right.
congratulations, Scott. Hello.
Congrats.
I don't know where are you from. Maybe you can tell us where are you from. But Scott, type your name in the what it calls chat so that we can award to you. Okay, these are the names. So we have one more prize to go. Let's shuffle, and hopefully the best guy will win. Oh, Latif Mia.
Okay.
Yeah,
We made it.
Latif Mia asked very difficult question until Sultan can answer. Okay, Latif, I know you are Bangladeshi residing in UK, so Sultan should be your good friend. Okay, so guys, these are the three person on top have the starter plan, the last two in the growth plan. Okay, let's stop sharing and let me go back to here. Okay, let's see who is here. Oh, Scott is here. Congratulations. Who
Okay.
else? Mary, yes, you are here.
I think Brave is there as well.
Brave, yeah, Brave is here. Okay, Sumon
And
here.
someone is here.
Who else not here?
Mary is there. So
Yeah, let's see. Oh, why twice?
Uh, Mr.
Latif
Latif.
is here. So how many are not there yet?
No, they're
Okay,
all there.
Latif there, Scott is there, Brave, Mary, Sumo, all are there, right?
All of them are there, right?
All say yes. Okay. Congratulations, guys. Thank
Yeah,
you for
guys.
your
Congrats.
participation. We will announce it in the Facebook group, and hopefully that we will tell you how to claim your prize. So before we end, I would like to say a few words to our audience as well to our guest Sultan. So
Okay.
I actually like to do a live session with Sultan because he's very well prepared. He's very well prepared. I can tell you, So I've seen, I actually done few hundred live with different founders, different marketing managers. Some of them come unprepared. Some of them do not know their product well. Sad to say, but Sultan doesn't fit into that category. So he knows his product well, and he can actually answer most of the question. So most important thing is not him, is you, the audience. If you find that this piece of plugin, WordPress, fits your need, and you like to give it a try, go and buy it. We have how many days refund period? 30 days or 60 days?
The refund period is 15 days, money back guarantee. But our deal is going to run till the 2nd of October, so they have enough time to try it out.
Okay, you have 15 days for your refund. But
Mhm.
I always say, I don't understand why WordPress always say 15 days. When all the stars say 60 days in AppSumo or 30 days, that kind of thing. I mean,
Right.
I don't know, maybe it's a secret agreement between all the developer of WordPress.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I think personally, I feel that of course I have not used it yet because it's a brand new. So I can see that I mean, Islam, his boss and the team actually put in a lot of effort to try to give you a very workable product out of the box. So I believe they are actually very serious about this, because I can see that you know the creator what they call economy is still going on very strong, other
Yeah.
than other gig economy. So I mean with the I would say everybody can be a creator right now very easily.
Right.
Very easily, but if possible do something original, then your
Yeah.
cost will sell, that kind of thing. So before we end, I would like to thank Sultan and what they call our members who are actually here to listen to us. So before we end, Sultan, you have anything to tell the audience?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone because this has been one of the very good interactive sessions I had. A lot of you joined in, so really thank you for joining in. And also, Albert, thank you for having me, introducing me to this great audience. Hopefully, congratulations to all the winners, of course. Hopefully, you guys will come over and check out the tool. And any questions you have, don't hesitate to ask. We are always here.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all for our session. And once again, thank you everybody, especially Sultan, and see you again in the next live session.
See you guys. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye.